I'm going to start by enhancing my picture with Sharpies. If you just want to go with colored pencil on top of the Sharpie or the marker that you already have colored, you can fast forward through this part, and I'm going to do colored pencil after Sharpie. But if you just want to do the blending with Sharpies, I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to get the light blue that I use to color this blue, and I'm also going to get a darker blue. I have two versions of a darker blue. I think I'm going to use this lighter one, just to make sure that they blend. So I'm going to get a darker blue, and I'm simply going to outline everything that I did blue, and then I'm going to blend along the edges. So to blend markers, especially Sharpies, you want to go along the edge. Now that line is not going to blend very well, so you want to make it kooky. Kooky, 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 kook. And then you want to go back with your lighter color, and you want to color over where the two lines touch. Now, this is probably going to result in you having to do a second coat on the whole thing. But just trust me, it looks so amazing once you do that. So I'm going to blend, blend, blend right where these colors touch, and then I'm going to do my second coat. Alright, now I have this darker outline. I'm going to go ahead and do that on the entire thing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and add a little bit of a darker gray. I already had that light gray in there. So if you did your gray shadow with a pencil, you could go back with your same pencil and push down a little bit harder. Or you could go back with a darker pencil. If you had a pencil that's, a drawing pencil is usually about a 4H pencil. If you use a pencil from school, you can usually make those a little bit darker if you push down really hard versus lightly. So you could push down hard where I'm doing the dark gray, and then lighten up where I'm doing the light gray. If you want to do this with pencil, I'm going to do it with Sharpie, since I used a Prisma marker, and I'm just going to go back next to all my lines. Okay, now I have a little bit more detail in my shadow. I have two shades of gray instead of just one. For the hair, I'm going to use black because my brown Sharpie is so dark. I'm going to use black. And what I'm going to do is, just in these really deep parts, I'm going to put some brown, some kooky, not brown, black. I'm going to put some kooky lines right around the face, right on the edges. And then I'm going to go back with my brown. And I'm just going to go right over where they touch, just to kind of blend it in a little bit. Okay, and that's all the enhancing that I'm going to do with marker. The rest of it I'm going to do with colored pencil. So that would be another stopping point if you didn't want to move on to the colored pencil. If you want to keep going, I'm going to use Prisma color pencils. You can use whatever brand color pencils you want. The first thing I'm going to enhance is going to be my stars. So to enhance my stars, I'm going to use a orange. Kind of a light orange right here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a shadow going down the left side of each star. Okay, I'm gonna go back with my white and I'm gonna put a little highlight in the right side of each star. I've mentioned in other videos that these pencils are like butter. And if you saw my pencil break just now, then you see they really are like butter. They smush, which is awesome, but they do break easily. That's the only downfall. All right, now I am going to start enhancing her skin. I used a darker tan color for her skin, so I'm going to enhance with a brown. If you used more of a peach, then you would want to enhance, you can enhance with a brown as well. Let's see. Very lightly over this. Yeah, that would work. And you could blend it. So I'm going to use a brown. You don't really need to enhance the skin if you just want to leave it like it is, but I'm going to go ahead and enhance it. I'm going to take my brown and I'm not pushing down very hard. If you push down hard, it's going to be a very dark line. If you can go very soft, or you could go from dark, push down hard and lighten up, 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 and go from dark to light like this. So I'm going to push down medium, I would say, not super hard, medium right under the hair. And then I'm going to lighten up, lighten up, lighten up, lighten up, lighten up. Now the great part of colored pencil is you can erase it because it's pencil. So I take my finger and I blend it. And anywhere I see a part that I think might be a little too dark, I can take my eraser and kind of lighten it up a bit. So I really love that about colored pencils. You don't have to super commit to whatever you put down. I'm going to put a shadow right here under her nose. And under her eyes. And under her chin. Now this one's going to get pretty dark. I'm going to push down hard and then I'm going to lighten up and I'm going to kind of blend it down. I'm going to take my finger to blend that out. And then anywhere I think it's a little too dark or not blended enough, I'm just going to come back and very lightly with my eraser try to blend it in a little bit. I think I need a little bit on the edge of this cheek. Maybe to define this cheek a bit too. All right, perfect. I'm gonna go in and do the hands. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm gonna add a little bit of color to her face because I have this super light pink. So right over her lips, I'm just gonna add a little bit of pink, and right on her cheeks, I'm gonna add just a tiny bit. I don't want her to look like she's wearing makeup. I just wanna give her a little bit of color right here on her cheeks and her lips. All right, perfect. Now I'm gonna move on to the hair. With the hair, I'm gonna add mostly lights. We already did the darks with Sharpie. I added some black Sharpie. So I'm gonna go in with a lighter brown, almost a goldish color. And I'm going to start right up here above this point. What? My sun's going away. I hope that's not affecting the quality of my picture. Okay. I'm gonna come in with these lines going with the curve of the head and coming down. Okay, then I'm gonna come in with a brown, a dark brown. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do the same thing I just did, the gold, but I'm gonna do it with brown. Perfect. All right, let's move on to our blue. I'm gonna try to find a good blue to use. I'm gonna use this dark blue right here. Now, pretty much in the same spots that I did all of the dark blue with my Sharpie, I'm gonna do it with my colored pencil. I'm just adding darker darks. So right here in these really pointy parts, I can add darks. And especially where something's overlapping something else. So this is on top of this. So right here we definitely have a defined shadow, and here we definitely have a defined shadow. All right, I'm gonna use a, let's see, I have this gray that I'm gonna use to go in and enhance this, and I'm gonna add some more detail to her dress. I'm gonna go right along the edges, just like I did with the blue, right where it would be very dark. All right, there we have it, my finished Mary drawing. I love it. I could keep working on this for days. I could add a background, maybe some rays of light coming out. You know, I mean, I could just keep going and going, but I think that this looks really great the way that it is. Wow, you have really worked hard on this picture. I'm sure all of your enhancing looks amazing. Please share your art with me. You can email me at arttime@att.net, or you can post your picture on Facebook and you can tag Art Time. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you're notified anytime we put up new videos. And until then, don't forget, draw what you see and not what you think, and you can prepare to be amazed. Bye.